Genocidal attacks against ethnic Amharas, written by Tedla Melaku Worede. Systematic ethnic cleansing, ethnic engineering, and genocidal attacks have been Ethiopia's existential realities ever since the imposition of ethnic federalism or Zenawism as a political arrangement by the TPLF. And following the advent of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and his arrival to power, the systematic ethnic cleansing and the deliberate massacres targeting ethnic Amharas in multiple regions have unfortunately only deepened and escalated due to the preservation of the ethnic system. Amharas who sacrificed their entire existence to the preservation of Ethiopia, her unity and her values were accused of being dominant throughout history, and the identity politics of the 20th century of the oppressor and the oppressed, and violent rhetoric of reading the Amhara of Ethiopia to attain liberation rendered today's impoverished ethnic Amharas victims of ethnic persecution, deliberate massacres, systemic poverty, genocide, and mass displacements. Despite this immense and devastating eruption of crimes, the regime had not been taking any substantive and protective actions in favor of the Amhara people's survival. As known to the world, Ethiopia has now been the global leader for internal displaced persons. Close to 3 million people were displaced due to violent conflicts according to results from the global report in 2019. And part of this displacement mainly caused by ethnic politics based on the former EPRDF's policies are linked to violent attacks on ethnic Amharas and the Orthodox Church. Even the Orthodox Church is viewed by the culprits as belonging to an unwelcome ethnic identity Amharas in certain regions, and the rapid gesticulation and criminal onslaught to cleanse various ethno-states from what they consider Habesha or Abyssinia ethnic identity is, and has been endangering the very continuance of Ethiopia as a state. The ethnic states referred to as regions were created less than 30 years ago when the EPRDF changed Ethiopia's constitution and introduced ethnic federalism nationwide, dividing Ethiopia's vast territory into semi-autonomous ethnic unitary states, except the Amhara region, which they internally divided into ethnic zones on the basis of language and ethnicity. Prior to the EPRDF's ascendancy, Ethiopia had a federal-like provincial system, namely during the years of monarchy, but not on the basis of ethnic identity. All Ethiopians, despite having different languages and cultures, had the legal right, according to Minilik II and Haile Selassie I's constitutions, both of whom abolished slavery, at least by law, to live and prosper wherever they wished within the Ethiopian borders, regardless of their ethnic background or mother tongue. And the Ethiopian Orthodox Church played an important role in promoting cohesion and unity, teaching equality among humans and spreading her indigenous knowledge and teachings throughout the country. Amharic served as Ethiopia's official language for the past 800 years, since the times of Lalibela and Yikunu Amlak, and because the vast majority of Ethiopians speak and understand it, it served to strengthen political cohesion and mutual intelligibility of ethnic and tribal differences. But the narrative of the organized attackers and genociders who target the Amhara is a promulgation and characterization of Amharas as colonizers who forcibly impose their language, religion, and values on others. They also fabricate false facts such as that others' languages were banned, but have no ability to substantiate their claims that they use to fuel ethnic cleansing and violent crimes. The other psychological reason is anti-Abyssinian sentiment and the erasure of Ethiopia's historical identity. The ethnic extremists in Ethiopia who are committing ethnic cleansing and genocide on the Habesha Amhara people have bitter and profound hate for Abyssinian Habesha history, civilization, and identity as a whole. TPLF's Tigrayan extremists falsely view Amhara as usurpers and want to claim the entire of Ethiopia's history to themselves, and hence have bitter hate for Amharas, whom they view as historical foes. The OLF affiliated Oromo extremists who are now allied with the TPLF view Amharas as invaders that must be violently expelled from all lands that they claim and inhabit. But their main purpose is to efface and impede the continuation of Amhara's contribution to Ethiopia's historical civilization by committing genocide on Abyssinian Amharas, invading historical Abyssinian lands, and destroying anything that reflects the values and glory of Abyssinian identity. In conclusion, humanity has failed the Amhara people. Ethnic cleansing, mass displacements, invasions, and genocidal crimes committed against the Amhara people in Ethiopia do not seem to be the concern of international institutions and media powers whatsoever. Thank you.